Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Laura. I'm a fashion designer and natural dyer. In the channel, I show you how to dye fabric using different botanical colors. If you want to know more, remember to subscribe so you don't miss any video. Last week, I posted a video in which I share with you my first experience with natural dye. It was a big fail because I didn't follow all the steps that you need to follow when dyeing with natural colors. After publishing that video, someone sent me this other video. This is a video of a YouTube channel called Blossoms, and they share unusual natural ways to dye your clothes. After I saw the video, I say I have to comment about this because this video is so... let's see it together. Okay, so they put some old pennies on a glass and then they put water on top, and then the water became blue, and then you put this blue dye on top of your t-shirt. So this is kind of true because you can make copper water, putting some pieces of copper in water for at least 2 weeks, and they will release a turquoise color, similar to this one. And this copper water is used to mordant the fabric or to modify the fabric. You can actually dye with copper water, but it's going to give you a very light green. It's not going to give you the blue that they show here in the video. I personally don't use copper water because I don't feel comfortable using, and I always recommend when you use copper or iron water or any mordant solution to use gloves and face masks and cover your skin and your eyes because they can be toxic in high quantities. Okay, so here they take grapes, pantyhose, they put water, and you get pink. So first they have the shirt on the glass that is full, so at the end, even if this works, you're going to get something more a tie-dye or a shivery. At the end, you're not going to have a full color on the garment. And grapes, they don't release color like that. Otherwise, when you're eating grapes, you will end up with a kitchen full of pink color. They don't release the color like that. The color is in the skin, so you will have to smash a lot of skins, and it's not an actual dye, it's more a stain, so it will fade away very easy or become brown. Okay, so in this other video we have turmeric, but again they fold the shirt inside the glass, so you're going to have some kind of shivery or tie-dye. Turmeric, yes, it is a natural source. It is a natural dye source. I have a video in which I explain how to do it. It's very easy because it's a natural dye that you can use on cold, on hot, or even one pot, like they're doing in this example. It is true that turmeric is a pH indicator, so it would turn red with baking soda, but not that strong red. I also have another video in which I was making watercolors, in which I show how turmeric change with baking soda, and it's not that bright red. And it's such a shame that they decide to use this, because with turmeric you can actually get a very bright yellow. So I don't know what they decide to go a little bit more and to show something that is not true, because you are not going to get that red. I have to say I'm sorry because it's very windy outside. So we have the door of the heating that is just slapping against the house, and you're going to hear it a lot in the video. So I'm sorry for that. Okay, so in this one they take rosemary that extract yellow nutrients. Well, now that they don't know what they're writing, because yellow nutrients doesn't mean anything. I don't know, yellow dye, yellow component, but yellow nutrients, it's kind of weird. Okay, but it's true, you can dye with rosemary, but it's not that bright yellow that they show at the end. It's more a very pale green. Now they take a scarf, red cabbage, they put it there, okay, and you get purple. This is true so far. You add vinegar, yes, red cabbage is a pH indicator, and baking soda. So yeah, the red cabbage is a pH indicator. I also have another video in which I was making watercolor that I explain how to do it, and it feels like magic because it's really fun how it shifts color very fast. But red cabbage is a very fugitive dye. Not any dye books that I have will recommend red cabbage. Even if they give the color very easy, it's a great experiment to do with kids, but you're not going to expect that bright color that they show at the end. And if you get that color, it would fade away. So now they take a napkin. Here again, they are putting the napkin very fold. So Longwood is really a very well-known natural dye source, but the process is all wrong. You're not going to get that color, just put it Longwood chips inside water. First, what you need to do is you have to let the chips soak, you know, the branch soak for at least 2 weeks, so they start to release the color, and you're not going to see the color like that on the glass. Then you have to use a Mordent if you want to get a blue, a purple type of color. Otherwise, you're going to get pale beige, and sometimes so people get chocolate or brown or very pale color. And in this video, they are not talking about Mordanting solution on anything. Okay, then we have Eucalyptus. This one is also a very well-known natural dye source. Let's see what they do. So you take all the leaves, you add hot water, and you get orange because they have tannins. Okay, so I think it is a constant in this video that they have one element of true and they just throw random facts and stuff just to make it more easy and fast and understandable. Eucalyptus is a source of dye. You get orange even without a Mordant because it's rich in tannins, and tannins is a component that help the dye to bond with the fiber. But the leaves are not going to relieve the orange as fast as you see in the video. You have to, as same as with Longwood, you have to put them in water, wait for 2 or 3 weeks so they start to release all the colors. So they have blackberry. Put it in a glass container with water and release the purple dye. So here they say that the purple have dye, and I want to explain the difference dye and stain, or dye and, you know, pigment. The dye is a color that has the property to bond with the fiber, so it creates a chemical reaction with the fiber and with the Mordant, and it stays the fabric for longer. When we have a stain, the color doesn't have that capacity, and you know, the color will wash away and the stain will going to remain, but it's more brown color. And when we have a pigment, we are talking about another different type of color. So here there's crush the berries and they apply to the fabric. Again, if you do something like this at the beginning, you're going to get a very bright color, but this color is going to fade in a couple hours or with the first wash. You know, it's like you do a lot of effort, you're also using something that you can eat, and it doesn't serve a very long purpose, so I don't see the point. So this one, they take this top with the spinach, like my first experiment, and release turquoise dye. Well, in my experiment, as I say in my previous video, they say that you can get a very bright green. Okay, so first, the top that they're showing here, that's synthetical. You can get some kind of elasticity mixing cotton with lycra or something like that. You will not get an even color like this because we are also having a synthetic fabric. With the spinach, I already tried it and it doesn't work. Okay, so this one, when you put, you know, you have a fabric that is stained because you put it on the washing machine together with other. I really don't know about this. I haven't done it yet. I like to give color to fabric, not remove color, so I don't know. And then we have the avocado skins and stones. If you have been following me for a long time, you know that I love dyeing with avocado because it gives you a very bright pink or sometimes orange or brown color. The process is almost correct. The result, you're not going to get that bright pink, but you can have a very beautiful pink. If you want to learn more about how to dye using avocado stones, I'm giving my ebook for free. You just have to go to my website and subscribe to my newsletter, and I'm going to send you a copy of my ebook for free, so you can learn the correct way to dye using avocado skins. Okay, so that is the part of the video in which they talk about natural dye. They start talking about something else. So what I think about this video. So they have a lot of things that are true, you know, that some basic things that are true, but then they just lost the way and they put everything there. And at the end, they end up with putting a lot of misinformation. But because you have one slightly thing that is true, you actually believe that everything else is true. And that's why when I saw the video on YouTube, there are a lot of people saying, oh, I want to try it at home. I have my pennies on my water and stuff like that. It's good. It's good because it makes people to, you know, look into natural dyes and maybe try it. But then you're going to end up frustrated because you're not going to get the result that they're showing, or the result that you should have if you follow the correct step with natural dye. So maybe some of these people that they attract to the world of natural dye just quit right away because they say, oh no, natural dye doesn't work, the color was going to fade, I just lost a lot of money and time doing that and it doesn't worth it. And with a little bit more of commitment, they could make some of these videos true. For example, the one with Longwood or Eucalyptus. If you want to learn more about dyeing with natural colors, visit my website. I'm going to leave the link on the description down below, because I share any tips and ideas every week about natural colors. Also remember to subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up if you like this video. As always, thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one. Bye!